Welcome to Unit 1. What is household air pollution? By the end of this unit, you will describe household air pollution, including its impact on public health, and how it relates to indoor and ambient air pollution. Household air pollution is air pollution generated by the inefficient use of fuels and technology for domestic activities such as cooking, heating, and lighting. Household air pollution is a type of indoor air pollution, and it contributes to outdoor air pollution. Around 1/3 of the world's population, mainly from low and middle-income countries, cook with fuels or devices that emit a substantial amount of toxic air pollutants. This poses a great risk to human health. Globally, household air pollution from cooking is responsible for 3.2 million deaths every year. This number only accounts for the health impacts from the main fuel and technology used for cooking. This number is likely to be an underestimate of the total burden of disease attributable to household air pollution. This is largely due to because this figure does not account for the health impacts associated with polluting lighting and heating practices, as well as additional cooking fuels and devices used in parallel. It also only includes the number of attributable deaths for health outcomes with the strongest evidence. This map shows the proportion of the population with primary reliance on polluting fuels and technology for cooking. Countries in sub-Saharan Africa and Southeast Asia have the highest proportions of their populations that rely on such polluting cooking practices. Clean fuels and technologies are defined in accordance with the WHO guidelines for indoor air quality household fuel combustion. These guidelines define which fuels and technologies can be used safely in the home and can be considered clean for health at the point of use. The most common clean household fuels and technology include electricity, biogas, natural gas, liquefied petroleum gas or LPG, solar or alcohol fuels for cooking. You can get more information on clean fuels and technologies in the WHO Clean Household Energy Solutions Toolkit. To understand the level of health risk from household air pollution, we need to know how efficiently or how well the stove or device burns the fuel. The rule is the more cleanly it burns, the less health impacts. Some fuels, like gaseous fuels, can be burnt very efficiently, largely independent of the device. Whereas for other fuels, like solid fuels and kerosene, the level of pollutants emitted is largely dependent upon the performance of the stove or device in which the fuel is burned. The main source of household air pollution emissions comes from the fuel and device used for burning, which we refer to as such sources as fuel and technologies for cooking, heating, and lighting. Solid fuels are solid materials burned as fuels. Some common solid fuels include raw or unprocessed coal and biomass fuels. Biomass fuels are derived from plant matter and used directly as a fuel or processed into other forms like pellets. Biomass fuels used in and around the home include wood, crop waste, animal dung, and charcoal. In some cases, plastic bottles, tires, and other solid materials are used as fuels. A non-solid fuel that is a source of household air pollution is kerosene, a transparent liquid which is used in oil lamps, stoves, and heaters. These polluting fuels are used for several household-related activities such as cooking, heating, and lighting. This module will focus on 3 categories, but other sources of household air pollution, including the burning of candles, mosquito coils, and incense, also pose health risks. To understand the health impacts of household air pollution, we need to assess how efficiently the fuel is burned. In some cases, some fuels can be burned more cleanly and therefore have fewer health impacts. The first difference between household and indoor air pollution is that household air pollution includes only combustion-related emissions, while indoor air pollution also refers to other indoor sources, such as radon, dust, mold, and chemicals from textiles and furniture, among others. Another defining difference is that household air pollution refers to pollution that occurs in and around the home, as some domestic activities take place in the open air and polluting the nearby environment. Examples include outdoor cooking and animal food preparation. In addition, we should consider the smoke leakages from open windows, chimneys, and doors. Smoke is not trapped inside the home. Such leakages ultimately increase outdoor air pollution levels and cause ill health in the neighborhood and beyond. For an example, see the reading materials where a graph shows the degree which household air pollution is a major contributor to outdoor air pollution in India. You have now completed Unit 1. In the next unit, we will look at the main household air pollutants and their health effects.